because the middle C sharp on your horn is like really in tune. Yeah, so that'll help like the pitch relation on that scale. It's nice, lucky. I do not have that luxury on my horn. Okay, that's great. All right, let's jump into the handle now. I'd love to see the strides you're able to make in the past couple days on this first movement. All right, so I'll let you kind of just go through the first section. I'm not really going to stop you, okay? Or I'm going to try not to, okay? So just concentrate on the line, and if you miss, you know, an ornament or a rhythm or something, don't let that hinder just going for a nice overall arch to each phrase, okay? So whenever you're ready. Scale that we practice. Let's go a little slower, actually, okay? Because, yeah, it's a lot of notes for a slow movement in this one, okay? So why don't we start, beginning one more time, it'll be like, don't worry about the trill for right now. So then this will be okay? I might play with you just a little bit to get you started. And you're doing a really good job learning the notes and rhythms right now. We won't worry so much about that. What I want to concentrate with this first part is trying to find, because there's so much, you know, little gestures within the overall phrase, okay? So let's try to get rid of all the extra stuff for right now and just find out what the fundamental line is, okay? So it starts out pretty simple, obviously. Okay, and then this descending kind of stuff isn't too bad, but this is where it starts to get a little complicated. You know, so like, you know, stuff like where we have, you know, a descending line with gestures in between, you know, this G sharp to this F sharp to this E to this D sharp. We want that to come out and the line to reflect that kind of descending gesture down to this G sharp, okay? And then, you know, so then how would you kind of think similarly about what happens next? How would you parse out the fundamental line in these next couple of measures? So what do you think the main notes are? Yeah, so starting right here. Oh. And from like maybe to here, okay?
That.
Yeah, that, and the A sharp, the B.
B.
Okay.
And
It's a C sharp, yep. And then the D, yeah. And then the high D, yep. So it's kind of cool because he switches, it kind of like displaces it by the octave. So we have this like G sharp, goes up to that A sharp, which then you'd think would go up to another B, but goes down to a B. And then you think that would just go up to step to C sharp, but it goes up the octave to C sharp and then down again, so kind of like a really complicated way of doing something very, very simple, okay? And so we want to bring out the simplicity of it. So let's start here, and we're going to try to just sort of play the line, okay? And we're going to let just the music take care of itself, okay? All right, so let's start here, and we're going to go to about there, just trying to find the fundamental notes, okay? Dee, da, da, and let's start here. So now, let's just add in the filler, okay, and not get too hung up on getting all the right notes and right rhythms, okay? Just concentrate on the line right here. One, sense of line was a lot improved, and also your pitch was a lot better that time, because I think you had a sense of where the music was going harmonically, and so you weren't kind of guessing where the notes were, okay? So that's a good exercise with music like this, because in the Baroque period, they were all about taking something seemingly simple and making it, just adding a bunch of filigree and ornaments and things to make it, a little bit more ornate, okay? So we just want to try to find what the essential kernel of music is, and I think we just did that. Okay, and we'll fix some of these rhythms in here. I think we did a couple of them wrong. Dee, 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 dee. Oh, yeah. Dee, 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 dee. Yeah, like that one. I think we went dee, 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 dee. Oh, this one here. Dee, dee, Why don't we start here again? 2. Great. Let's do some similar work now on this next part. So what is the relationship harmonically of this part to the beginning? So because it starts on a B, what does that mean to you? So do you think it maybe goes into like a different key, or? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So we might be in B major in this part, which is why I gave you that B scale to practice. Okay, and then B is what note of the scale in E major? Yeah, it's a fifth. cool. So a lot of times in Baroque classical music, they'll take a theme and then they'll elaborate on it in the dominant key. So the fifth key, the fifth note of the scale is the dominant. So now, yeah, we're in the dominant. Okay, yeah. All right. So let's get that low B out, and we will go from here to about. Oh man, it's just a winding phrase. It just keeps going and going and going. Okay, we'll go to about here, I think, okay? Before we get into that other stuff. Okay? These long notes right here. How do you think you want to treat them? Okay? What do you want to do with them? Because I don't think we can just sit on them, you know?
Like crescendo.
Crescendo a little bit? Yeah, like it's maybe leading somewhere. Yeah. You know, where would you expect the C sharp to go? You know?
Up high.
Yeah, up higher? Okay, yeah, I think so too. Yeah, or back down to a B, you know, if music were to end there. Obviously it doesn't though. He wants to keep it going and going and going. So it kind of has this like lingering kind of feeling and maybe a little bit of growing, okay? Because, you know, it just keeps on getting higher and higher and then lower and then higher again and then higher again, you know. So it keeps that kind of climb going with a little bit like a roller coaster. Okay, so let's have that, how we treat that note kind of reflect that lingering feeling a little bit more. And we'll go from there and we'll probably stop on this B right here. Okay? Why don't you try it by yourself? Slur right through it, slur right through it. So remember, this would just be like a dotted quarter underneath. Cool. And let's kind of act like these two notes, because this would be playing on the violin originally. And a lot of times they're playing two notes at the same time in octaves with one another. And that might be what's happening right here. I don't think they would be actually going down and then going up again. So we kind of want to act like these are connected a little bit more and that they're connected more to that A sharp, okay? Yeah, these are really, really long phrases that are kind of, it's a little hard to figure out how to treat them. So I'm going to play right here and listen to how this A sharp just kind of goes right into that C sharp and that is connected to all of it. Like it never really stops until, I don't know, when do you think this phrase ends? It's really hard to say. So obviously it starts there. I mean, I don't know. It kind of feels like it keeps going. I mean, it would be nice if it ended there. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like that's a resolution, you know, because it feels like we're still in the key of B there.